Yo, what is going on, everyone in the crypto space? Today, I want to talk about a very interesting topic regarding Coinbase. Now, this isn't the typical just, oh, is Coinbase listing XRP kind of thing. I think it goes a lot more deeper than that, and I do think XRP will come into play in the future with Coinbase within Japan. So let's go ahead and get into it. So today, they announced that Coinbase is coming to Japan. I read in the article, they say, today we're announcing the launch of Coinbase's office in Japan. I don't know if that means exactly if they're going to open an office in Japan or they already have opened an office. I think this picture might be the office in Japan. Not 100% sure, but either way, they have an office or an office is coming into Japan soon. Basically, Coinbase is they're making moves into Japan by expanding their business into Japan. Now, what I find interesting is that all of a sudden they announced they're going into Japan the day after SBI Virtual Currencies goes live, in the sense of the people who pre-registered can now trade XRP on SBI Virtual Currencies. Now, what I think this has to do with is that if you read in this article here, when they're moving to Japan, they're actually going to get support from Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, and also in another article by the Nikkei, I think that's how you pronounce it. It said that essentially the Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo and Coinbase will have a partnership inside of Japan. So what I realistically think is happening is that the Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo, this is essentially just the domino effect. I talked about this, I think, in a stream last month, that once virtual currencies go live, we're most likely going to see other banks start to back their own cryptocurrency exchange, just selling cryptocurrency, because they see that SBI is capturing new revenue by implementing a new virtual currency exchange by selling XRP. So I think what's happening is that the Mitsubishi Bank sees that SBI, they launched their own crypto exchange, and now they're getting all the PR and all the exposure and all the volume of being the first Japanese bank-backed crypto exchange. By the way, they only sell XRP. So I think the Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo saw this, or Coinbase saw this, maybe both, and then they came together, because I'm interested at how Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo and Coinbase came into contact. I wonder if it was Coinbase to the Mitsubishi Bank or Mitsubishi Bank to Coinbase. But one of them had to come to each other and said, hey, SBI, they're launching a crypto exchange that's going to be backed by a bank. So if they're going to be doing this, we could come into this market and bring some competition and get our fair market share. So I think what's happening is that Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo and Coinbase are partnering with each other to create their own exchange that'll be a Coinbase-based software exchange. So the exchange would essentially be Coinbase software, but it would be backed by Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo, and the services of that new exchange would be offered through the Mitsubishi Bank, which would be huge, to where someone could walk into the Mitsubishi Bank and actually buy cryptocurrency through Coinbase. So I realistically think that's what's going on here. I really think that just Mitsubishi saw that SBI is having success with this, and they're capturing a new revenue opportunity, and I think Mitsubishi wants to do the same. And as well, Coinbase needs to expand their revenue, because they have just hired 500 employees and are now going to have to hire more employees for Japanese customer support. So honestly, I think it's a smart move by Coinbase and Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo, because we can't just have one cryptocurrency exchange in Japan backed by a bank. Honestly, I think that now this first one just come out, we're just going to see a domino effect of more and more of them, more and more, just constantly keep flooding the market with tons and tons of exchanges that are backed by banks. Because remember, there is a 62 bank Japan consortium, and Mitsubishi Bank and SBI are part of that consortium. So we pretty much have 61 other banks that now have the opportunity to take advantage of creating a cryptocurrency exchange and having it backed by themselves, essentially the bank. So how this comes in with XRP, there's a lot of demand for XRP in Japan, and it's very popular. I think right now Japan has the highest volume for XRP. So realistically, the fact that they're going to be going into Japan, they're going to have to list XRP. I'm not saying the domestic Coinbase is going to list XRP, but if Coinbase is going to partner with Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo and create their own exchange within Japan, I think it's realistic for them to add XRP, because Asia is really hot on XRP and it's popular over there. Plus, with all the banks in Japan that are just all over Ripple right now, a lot of people are hot to invest into it. So realistically, I think it'll be a Coinbase software-based exchange, and then it'll be backed by the Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo, and obviously they'll get their percentages and cuts of the profits and whatnot. But I think this will come out and XRP will be listed. It's just a popular token in demand, and Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo is actively testing Xcurrent and the Ripple technology in general, so they do have an incentive to have XRP listed on their own exchange to provide liquidity, and once more demand gets created, a lot of people will be buying the currency, thus will be making a lot of money on the fees. So I think right now this is just the second second bank that it seems. I mean, essentially, all I'm doing is assuming that the Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo is going to come out with their own exchange with Coinbase. It's the only thing that makes sense why they would come together. So assuming that they do make their own cryptocurrency exchange, I think once this happens, you're going to see a lot more banks in Japan come out with their own cryptocurrency exchange, because now it's going to be set as sort of a new standard, so where banks just copy each other. If you're a bank in Japan, you see SBI create their own cryptocurrency exchange, and Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo comes out with a cryptocurrency exchange, and they're capturing new revenues, making more money. Naturally, what are you going to do as a bank? You're going to go, okay, now I want my own cryptocurrency exchange, and I'm going to sell Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ripple, Ethereum. So it really makes sense. And typically Japan, they hop onto tech trends a lot faster than the US, so I think we're going to see a trend of a lot of banks starting to create their own cryptocurrency exchanges backed by banks. And definitely XRP will get listed because XRP is the most bank-friendly coin out there. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, check the links in the description if you do want to support the channel. By the way, guys, just a quick thing. I did see a Reddit post today. It was about me. People were saying like my content is starting to lack, and the reason is for that. I think they're specifically mentioning the streams. A problem I'm having lately is that I've been staying up to like 2 a.m. playing like Skate 3, CSGO, whatnot, and then I end up waking up 30 minutes before the stream starts, and I'm still kind of drowsy when I come on, and I didn't really prepare for the stream, so I really apologize for that. I'm trying to do better. This morning I woke up about 2 hours before the stream, so I did have time to prepare, so I need to keep doing that and not staying up late. So thank you guys so much for tuning in this video. I'll see you in the next one.